When I think of Zack Bardonner, besides being just a great kid and a kind of a humble young man, he was a once-in-a-lifetime sprinter. It just stands out. I've never seen anyone like him on a track. It was like he was shot out of a gun. And it was a special few years when he was running for us.
Yeah, absolutely. I had a little different perspective because I kind of grew up more so with Zack. I think we became really pretty good friends about that 5th grade mark. We were allowed to run track in the 5th grade, and from that point on, he was challenging kids much, much older even then. So we all kind of knew when we were younger, when you play football on the playground, when that kid just can't be caught, there's something different about him. So yeah, he evolved into definitely a once-in-a-lifetime sprinter for our school and really in our area.
I remember his freshman year, I was the distance coach, but Coach Reeves and I worked closely together, and I knew Chuck was excited that this kid was on the track team, and in high school he just focused on track. And then as a sophomore, we had a lot of speed on the team. You were in the 4x4, but we had a 4x1 team that was pretty good, and we got to the state meet and medaled. Zack's sophomore year, he was anchor. We had other really fast guys on that team. We had a lot of good guys.
We had a great team.
We had a really good 4x4 team, but he was kind of the straw that stirred the drink at a lot of things on the track program.
Absolutely. For a small school, we all had, I think, a wide scope of friends, but I think he had the love of a lot of people to just kind of open his arms to people. So that was my perspective of him as a person.
I got to tell this story because it's one that just sticks with me. We'd go down to that county meet, and Carmel was one of the top teams in the state, and Noblesville was fantastic. And Carmel had won the county for about 20 years in a row. And it comes down to the last event, the 4x4 relay. And the famous coach, Chuck Keppen from Carmel, was like, hey, I think we can win this 4x4, but Noblesville's got to get third. You guys, someone has to get second, or we're going to lose county for the first time in 20 years or something. And he knew we had Zack on the end, and you were on that 4x4 with some other guy, Sean Davis, I think, and Zack was on the anchor leg, and he gets it, and he's going against some of the best 400 guys in the state, and he just shoots out, and on the back stretch, Coach Reeves and I are running back and forth, he passes the Noblesville kids. And he's coming around, he's gaining on the Carmel kid, who's one of the best 400-meter guys in the state. And he gets within a step or two of beating the Carmel kid. And then Carmel wouldn't have won because they would have been second. Coach Keppen ran up to him, the Carmel coach, and congratulated him. And I remember, kind of gently though, Zack kind of pushed him away. And for years, Coach Keppen talked about it. He goes, but I get it, I love that. He's a competitor. He wanted to win the whole darn race. And to this day, the Hall of Fame Carmel coach, whenever Chuck Reeves or I see him, whenever we see him, he said, remember that Zack Bardonner race at the county meet?
Yeah, I remember that race. If we would have just ran a little bit faster before him, he would have won that race. So that's all.
It was unbelievable.
If only we would have. He's here for the Hall of Fame because of track, and he truly deserves it. He could have been in the Hall of Fame years ago, because he still holds records at the junior high level, at the high school level, and they're records that are very difficult to break. He stepped into the 400 and broke the 400 record, and it's crazy, almost unattainable. And we're in what, 48, 49? So it's just, he's got, as far as a track sprinter, for anybody at heights to want to attain, to be excellent, you would want to, if you could get film, if you could get tape and see the sprinter that he was, and then you could just listen to some of the stories about the person that he was. I think that that's the kind of sprinter, athlete, community leader that you want. For our school, groundbreaking that we had almost never been to that moment. We'd had runners to go to that state meet and compete really, really well, but now we had, it came down to the wire.
Yeah, it was a couple hundredths of a second, and once-in-a-lifetime runner, and also a special relationship. Coach Reeves and Zack, it was the right pairing at the right time. And a lot of times I would sit back and just watch kind of in amazement at how special he was. He's the most special sprinter from any school that I've seen in 30-some years of coaching at Hamilton Heights.
Zack, I'd like to say a personal congratulations on being inducted into the Hall of Fame. It's a great honor, and you definitely deserve it. You are an amazing talent that we were all very lucky to be a part of, and thank you for welcoming us and being there and for us to be a part of it. We thank you as our class and as a good friend. Congratulations, and I hope everything's going well in your future and in your present, and congratulations.
Zach, what an honor. What an honor to giving us the opportunity. You getting in the Hall of Fame gives us an opportunity to go down memory lane and think of all the special races you had, all the special times. And it's just an honor to be here. And I'm proud of you. You're so deserving of being in the Hall of Fame. And just want you to know that it's an honor well deserved, and can't wait to see you get back to Hamilton Heights and accept this honor.